called Martini Shot, and we finished at 10:30, and then of course we had to have a little party afterwards. So, but I made it.
I saw that you guys were at the Avengers Age of Ultron premiere last week. You guys got excited for that. Is there anything you can tell us about that at all?
There's no action. At all. It's a romantic comedy.
Wait till you see the part with the dinosaurs. It's just great. Blake Lively is so good in this.
Great.
Really good.
And last year, in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, that had huge ramifications on S.H.I.E.L.D, obviously, as you might know. Can we expect to see Avengers Age of Ultron affect S.H.I.E.L.D in any way?
Absolutely. The great thing about what Marvel is doing, which is something that's very innovative and new for the first time, is incorporating a show like ours with their cinematic world. And it is all connected. You know, that's kind of their hashtag. And I find it incredible that there is such a team of people working together in that capacity to connect our storylines with the film. But no, there's nothing in Ultron that matches up with what we do. No, it's all connected. You'll see some, I can't say what, right?
Yeah, pretty much. We're working for Marvel. We've had a year and a half worth of experience of pretty much saying, we can't say anything. So we can't say anything.
That's great. That was great.
It is a fantastic film. I think it's going to break every record out there, and I think it's even better than the first. So,
And Joss Whedon's really knocked it out of the park. And let's hear from Joss.
Back to S.H.I.E.L.D for a second. You guys have had kind of an interesting season because Ward has become kind of this morally ambiguous and badish guy.
You noticed.
And you got to play Agent 30.
It's ambiguous at all, really.
We gonna go there? Am I gonna have to stand up?
Yeah, you've also got to play Agent 33, so you're kind of on the other side of things a little bit too. What's it like for you guys getting to play kind of the bad guys to a certain extent?
Well, yeah, I mean, she's the badass, isn't she?
You know what, Brett? That still doesn't make me like you anymore.
I've given you so much love. And all you did was nail my foot into the floor. After all that.
Yeah, but to answer your question about Agent 33, it was interesting how the writers wanted to sort of bring Kay and Ward back together, but not. And, so for us, it was a whole different dynamics than what we had in the original storyline, where we were comrades, sort of kind of in the trenches and needing a connection with another human being, if it's only on a sexual level, which really it was. Are there kids out there? I'm sorry. But then, you can talk about how, because, when Ward became...
I lost my train of thought. Go.
Sorry, when Ward became Hydra, and then having that connection. What?
You want some spoilers?
No, you don't. You don't want spoilers. You think you do, but you don't.
Yeah, we might be discussing some things that happen up to where we are in S.H.I.E.L.D right now, so just, so you know.
So, how far is everyone? We all,
At the end of the season, we know everything. Talk about everything.
yes. What was the question?
What's it like playing a bad guy?
Great. I mean, look, this character started out in season 1 as something completely different than where he is now. So I feel very lucky because this character has taken the biggest journey, I think. And, up until when they told me I was a bad guy, I was just operating like, well, I'm a good guy. I just have, not a lot of people skills. Don't really get along with other people very well.
That's not a stretch.
Yeah, So it's been crazy, and then you see him in the top of season 2 after 6 months of really wrestling with his demons and isolating solitary confinement in a padded cell, which does have a bathroom, by the way. That's not one of the questions. It's not an elevator or something like that. It's a wall panel that pulls out.
There's no ventilation, so when he farts, oh my, it's really nasty in there.
That's lovely. Oh goodness. Yeah, so it's
Okay, you have to understand 2 hours of sleep.
So I have no filter.
It's been fun.
Yeah, let's open it up to some audience questions, shall we? Why don't we start over here? Yeah. Hey. Hi there.
Hi, I was wondering how Scott got a weaponist and she got a power. Which power would you guys want?
I kind of like Gordon's power to have teleportation, because when you live in LA, traffic is so bad. My commute to work every day is usually an hour, hour and a half. So, you know, add that onto my long work hours. It would be so great just to show up. Yeah.
I have to answer this?
Oh, you don't? Yeah. Nice. He asked a question.
You're gonna like this. I'd like to be George Clooney.
Thank you so much. All right, Spider-Man.
Hi, I have 2 questions. One is, in the middle of the show, do you have to go to the bathroom now?
That's a very valid question. Yes.
Might have to do the same thing in your suit. How do you do that?
My second question is,
Good timing.
is if you think, who do you think would win? You, Agent May, or Coulson?
Are you asking?
I'm asking you.
Oh, me. Can you put a ma'am after that? Just kidding. You mean if who would win?
Yeah.
In what battle?
Well, what do you mean?
In the peeing battle? Oh, peeing.
It's like a challenge of moves and skills.
Oh, I have to say Agent May. But can I just also divulge a really top secret S.H.I.E.L.D. thing about peeing? Brett has the smallest bladder on our campus. Thank you.
I say hydrated. What can I say?
Okay, let's go here.
Oh, that worked!
Hi, thanks for coming to Calgary and seeing us, especially on 2 hours of sleep. You so obviously, my question is for you. You're nothing like Agent May, and I'm wondering if it's hard for you to kind of shake off that negative persona at the end of the day.
No. Sometimes it's really hard not to have some aim get into May. I'm always getting the note whenever we're acting in scenes, and I'm always trying to add a little Maine flavor. directors always tell me, less me, more me. So I'm gonna make a t-shirt.
Thanks. Yeah, over here.
She kind of stole my question. My question is...
Want me to go get her up?
You guys are so widely offset. When you guys try to crack each other up, especially Coulson during your scenes?
Yeah, Clark is notorious for trying to, like, crack us up. Always.
I haven't had many scenes with him this season, but yes, I do remember that.
Yeah.
In season 1. Yeah, he likes to sing songs as well. He gets loopy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He, for my birthday once, he like did a whole rap serenade in the car while I was trying to be all serious after a car crash, and he's amazing. He's amazing. But no, we work on a show that is so serious, right? And we need to have the laugh.
Look at her. It's about as serious as it gets.
Yeah. God, we look so much younger. That was the pilot episode, wasn't it?
Pre-scruff, yeah.
We're just gonna look at ourselves a little bit more. You guys don't mind? Can we have a moment?
Memories.
Thank you so much. Yeah, over here.
With S.H.I.E.L.D, would there be anyone, not even just in the cinematic universe, but just the comic universe, that you would bring into the show, hero or villain?
No way.
Yes. I don't know. I mean, there's so many. I mean, I grew up with, I still have this like comic collection that I looked at recently. I can tell you some of my favorites. Carnage, that dude's cool, right? T.A.H.I.T.I, he's one of my favorites. He's got such a cool look, and you can see his like, I know, he makes me cry. His name is S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know, I mean, these are, I guess I'm sort of, I know, I'm sorry.
Sylvia?
No. But yeah, I guess I like maybe the villains a little bit more or something like that. But I don't know. I just think it all. We have what, 8,000 in our volume or encyclopedia to choose from. So open a page, point to it, bring them on the show. That'd be great.
What's great is right now we do have the Inhumans, and they do have superpowers. So it's fantastic to have that as part of our new storylines. When that started happening, it was very exciting when S.H.I.E.L.D had the superpower of being able to shake things up. It's exciting because these are powers and issues that we really don't know how to deal with. And, it brings on a lot of cool special effects.
Thanks. Yes, doctor. Hi. So, my favorite scene between you two is when Melinda May beats up Grant Ward. What is your two favorite scenes that you've either filmed or watched?
Me beating up Grant Ward.
Well, I know who you guys came to see.
You're just so insecure. That's why you're evil.
I misunderstood. Thank you. We've had a few. Yep.
Yeah. Well, what's your favorite scene? I mean, you had some really great ones, like with oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I can't remember his name right now. No. Thank you. Bill Paxton. Some of your backstory.
Scenes between us.
Do you mean scenes between us, or just any scenes in general?
Individually or?
Yeah. many scenes?
Oh, God. There's one coming up that I can't tell you about. It's really good.
No, it's that one. That one. Yeah.
Actually, there is one. There's this scene that I'm glad that they kept in there because it does not move the story forward in any way, shape, or form. It's in the Italian episode Tracks, and it's episode 13 of season 1. And I'm trying to turn a holocom on. That was like an 8-minute take. I kid you not. They're like, we're gonna keep the cameras rolling, and I just like went there with the physical comedy. So what you're seeing is just like a few things that I did, but it was like an 8-minute take. So that was just really fun because, as I said, that didn't really move anything forward, but it was a nice moment where hopefully you fell in love with the character a little bit. I guess it didn't really work. That was the idea. But anyway, it was a nice ride.
Yeah, somebody said that.
Yeah, can we have some words warriors in the audience? Some standard word folks? Yeah, do we?
Okay, all right, I'll give you a little bit more love.
Here you go. Thank you.
You're so lovely. Come on.
Rich, my heart is just expanding a little bit.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, I know. Great costume.
Hi, Brett and Nathan. It's great to meet you. I'm just a Marvel fan. I apologize, but this isn't for you. I saw Clark and
Turn this off.
in Seattle like 2 weeks ago. And Clark talked about being sort of the fathers and Chloe. And I'm curious how you feel, or May feels about a little bit being the mother on the show.
Well, yeah, sometimes fans call her Mama May because if you haven't seen the last episode that just aired, which was titled Melinda, it was finally her backstory was revealed about what happened to May in Bahrain, and that's why she keeps being called the Cavalry. And it's not cavalry, people. It's cavalry. Anyways. I hate that.
No, that joke landed.
It didn't land. It wasn't a landing joke. It was a lesson. Okay, but I lost my train of thought now.
Well, can I just say, let's hear it for May on that episode because we got to see things. Not only smile, we finally got to know the truth of this thing that we've been teasing for a season and a half.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was incredible. We got to see so much more of you, and so.
Thank you. No, it was really great to be able to play her in a different way. But I still forgot your question, so. Yeah, so I think you start to understand from her backstory because she had wanted to be a mother, and they were, she and Andrew were planning to have a family, and that was all destroyed and not a possibility after Bahrain because of what she did. And if you hadn't seen the episode, then I won't give it away. But yet she is so maternal towards her family that Coulson formed together, with the team, Fitz, Simmons, Sky being her SO. And I think so that's her substitution at this point.
I want to ask Brett too, since we're talking about Sky, are you still captaining the Sky warship, or are you kind of off the boat? We got some Sky War fans here.
I still have the hat. Captain's hat. Fan made us. Yeah, it seems like that chapter might have, you might have turned the page a little bit on that chapter to continue with that metaphor. It's something where I feel like the embers may not ever be fully extinguished, but there seems to be a new chapter that is starting. I'm going back to chapter, okay? Chapter and pages, that's where we're going with this one. It seems to be a new chapter that is starting, there we go again, with Agent 33. And so, for 10 episodes, my single-minded focus was on reuniting Sky with her father. I did that, and kind of like some of the response I've got today. What I got in return was 3 shots in the chest. So it seems like she kind of answered that question in a way. So maybe happily ever after.
She just shot the crap out of that book, basically. It's what happened. It's great, yeah. Thanks. All right, over here.
Normally I avoid asking, what was it like working on sorts of questions, and though I think you two are amazing actors, and I respect you both.
Thank you, let's stop it there. Yeah.
This,
Don't add a but.
no but. This one is for me, though, and it's about ancient history. It's about a little film we worked on a long time ago called Street Fighter. Literally a week ago, and the impression that I got was the opposite of what the critics were saying, that it sounded like it was a blast to work on, just like watching how you guys all interacted with each other. And
But I don't think the critics were talking about how much fun we had.
No, they were talking about how much fun it was, and it was so fun to watch, even though it was not by any stretch of the imagination a great movie. It was fun.
It was an iconic role, you know, for an Asian, and it was a lot of fun. It really was. I got to travel a lot and wore really silly hairdos, so it was great, you know. And I got to work with the late Raul Julia, so it shot back in his days. It was a hoot. Yeah, no complaints. But it's a good drinking movie, I have to say.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, Brett, I'm a huge fan of your character on the show.
Thank you.
The entire movie was, the majority of it was minorities, first of all, and it was based on a Chinese fable. So all those things were such milestones, and she's such a special character. What makes me happy is that so many young women have been so inspired by this character. And when you think it's just an animation, in reality it's not. It's a very strong role model for women. And I love doing voiceover work because I can show up in my pajamas. And it doesn't matter, it's great.
Thank you. I think I'm not alone in saying that I would super love to see you play Mulan in the live action.
like, you know, in the show, there's all evidence of just, he's so smart and so tough, and you always have to have extra security, and even then, he's gonna break through it somehow, and he will get it done. May not be pretty sometimes, he's gonna get it done. So, I don't know, I think he would get it done at school, too, you know, somehow. Probably not the most likable guy, but...
And, you know, the true testament is that Brett is very well trained as an actor. You know, Yale has an amazing drama department. And his transformation of Ward, I think, is a true testament of that training. Because to take a character that was so straightforward, you know, good guy looking, well, good guy. Good guy who is really good looking. There we go. That's my train of thought. And then to have him turn and become so evil and yet scarred. Yeah, I thought it was an amazing transition of character.
The love comes back.
Yeah, over here.
Love is always there, baby.
Couple of questions. First, really quick, based on Spider-Man, who would win in a peeing contest between T.A.H.I.T.I and Coulson?
What's a peeing contest, though? Like, what are the rules here? That's important to know.
We were stuck in hiding, like we were hiding from the bad guys, and we were stuck in this place for a long time. Who would be able to hold their pee the longest?
Yeah,
That's I think that's probably.
that's something we maybe need to sit with for a while.
Yeah. Well, you know, you never know. If you really think about it, we never have to go pee. You never see us have to do that.
That would make for a good episode. In fact, we could call it tracks.
Maybe we'll do the rest of your question now. That'd be cool.
Yeah, so from what you can remember, what do you think was the funniest moment during filming at any time?
There's one episode, I call it the Halloween episode. It's important that you do that as you're talking about Halloween. I don't know, I'm going somewhere with this. Halloween. It's, I believe, episode 10 of season 1, and Fitz, I guess, is playing a practical joke, and he has this mom come out. And you guys remember? And they do this like zoom-in shot towards the mom, and it's kind of, you know, I call it the Halloween episode because there's a guy that is like literally from hell that comes into the big branch, and he talks like this, and all that stuff, right? And but anyway, this mom comes down, and everybody kind of has a reaction for a second because we're in like battery power, it's all red and stuff. And anyway, Fitz lets out this scream. He could not get through the take except one time, and that's the one that you saw because he was going. And he would laugh every single time after he did it. So I thought that was pretty brilliant. It had all of us in stitches. None of our coverage got done that day. It was just pretty good. Thank you, Fitz.
Thanks. All right, Thor. Hey.
I would like to ask 2 questions. My first one is to Brett. First of all, I'd like to say Hail Hydra. And
easier than hailing a cat.
It's kind of blasphemy in a Thor t-shirt, but whatever.
It's not a Thor t-shirt.
It's a Thor t-shirt.
I can't see what you're wearing.
Sorry, I didn't see. No, I'm sorry. I didn't see. Oh, geez.
So my first question is, with the tragedy of Heath Ledger, do you find yourself being more careful getting into the character of your agent, when you go to that dark place, when you investigate that as an actor, do you find yourself being more careful?
Good question. A heavy one. You know, I mean, that performance was brilliant. He went to some obscure places. Everybody has their own way me, I found out the week before, and I'm not playing an iconic villain in, you know, a big comic thing. This was just like, oh, hey, by the way, we smile all the time. We shoot next week. So you know, mine's been, I guess, a little bit more gradual. I think he had a lot, I don't know, I mean, they're similar but different. Only every once in a while do I realize, like, oh yeah, I just slit that guy's throat. Yeah, but really smile. Oh, really terrible. They're gonna turn my mic off now.
Yeah, they'll be asking you more questions now.
I don't know. I tend to kind of try and leave it at work. I do. When they first told me about it, I thought, oh, this is weird. I started listening to different music on the way home and like in earphones and stuff. But now I feel like I can sort of slip into it and then immediately make a joke afterward, you know, about it, just to try and keep it light, because I know that might be a danger of somebody so dark.
So with my second question is for both of you. I was at the panel yesterday for the Queens of Darkness, which was wonderful. They shared a story.
Better than ours?
No. They shared a story about taking the Cruella de Vil car out and having some fun with that after hours. Do you have any stories like that about taking? Was it the Cruella de Vil car or was it the other one?
And do you guys have any after hours
I think, yeah, after hours stories about like going out with props or having fun after hours.
No, it's Marvel. I mean, they own our DNA. Yeah, no, we're not. I mean, our props guy is very thorough. As soon as, you know, we're done with our scenes, they come running and grab everything and put it all back. And yeah, wardrobe, same thing.
There was one time, there was like the porta potties way over there. We were shooting downtown, and I realized after I was in the porta potty, I still had all of my like guns and armor and all of that stuff, and I was like, oh cool, I just walked from downtown and my own stuff. But that's about it. You're probably hoping for a better story.
Well, the panel was better.
All right, we have time for one more audience question right over here.
Hi there. My particular question was, with how well received the show has been, do you feel that your characters are going to end up being as iconic as, say, maybe Iron Man or Spider-Man or the X-Men?
Well, that would be nice, but you know, that's really up to you guys, the audience.
I'll vote for you.
I love the fact that you asked that question. It's, you know, we really don't have any say in it. It really is up to the fans, and that's what that's why we work so hard. It's really all for you, and coming out here to these cons, it's so much fun meeting and getting a moment, you know, to share with you guys what we love to do, and we really appreciate the love. We appreciate you guys watching the show.
Let's say, I mean, look at how much love we have here. We're in a like coliseum, like ready to rumble here, and all of you guys have showed up to see us. So I mean, thank you. We'll leave Legends icon status for later. Let's worry about season 3 first.